Ryan Reynolds built an empire worth more than $600 million, married Blake Lively, and became one of America's most loved funny men. But in 2025, he finally opened up about the truth behind his charm, the panic attacks that almost ended his career, the on-set behavior some called cruel, the childhood trauma he had behind jokes, and why he nearly quit acting forever. It wasn't just another interview. It was a confession that changed how people saw Hollywood's golden boy. Ryan Rodney Reynolds was born on October 23, 1976, in Vancouver, British Columbia. He was the youngest of 4 boys in a strict Irish Catholic family where chaos was constant. His father, James, a former Royal Canadian Mounted Police officer, later worked in food sales, while his mother, Tammy, worked retail. Growing up, Ryan often felt like a moving target for his older brother's teasing and fights. His father's temper made home life tense, and even birthdays could end in silence or shouting. Instead of breaking down, Ryan developed a sharp sense of humor to protect himself. Comedy became his armor. He attended Catholic school in Vancouver and later went to Kitsilano Secondary after being kicked out of Prince of Wales Secondary. Even as a kid, he loved making people laugh by copying TV characters or pranking his brothers. At 12, desperate to escape the stress at home, he auditioned for acting roles and landed a part on the Canadian teen drama Hillside, later renamed 15 on Nickelodeon. He earned $150 per episode, which felt like a fortune when added to his paper route money. The job gave him freedom, confidence, and hope. But his relationship with his father stayed complicated. James battled Parkinson's for nearly 20 years before passing away in 2015. Ryan once said his dad couldn't express emotions, and that pride built a wall between them. That lack of warmth pushed Ryan toward acting, a place where he could express feelings safely and finally be seen. At home, mealtimes were like verbal battles. The youngest of 4, Ryan had to fight for attention with fast comebacks and jokes. His family had a background in public service, his grandfather was even a politician in Alberta, but Ryan became the family entertainer. At 13, he started filming Hillside, shooting scenes between Vancouver and Ottawa while still delivering newspapers. The show tackled heavy teen issues, and while it gave him purpose, it also showed how tough and unpredictable acting could be. He appeared in 65 episodes until 1993, earning about $2,000 per episode. He often improvised, which annoyed some co-stars but revealed his natural charm. In 1992, Ryan got in trouble when a co-star accused him of filling her trailer with fake spiders. He denied it but was suspended for 3 days, his first lesson in workplace politics. He went on to star in The Odyssey in 1993, playing a boy trapped in a coma. During one night shoot, he had his first panic attack. Too afraid to tell anyone, he hid it, fearing it would ruin his career. From then on, he avoided emotionally heavy roles and leaned into comedy. He briefly attended Kwantlen Polytechnic University in 1995 but dropped out after just 28 days to pursue acting full-time. He worked night shifts at a Safeway to survive. One night, the store was robbed, and Ryan hid for 12 minutes behind a counter, an experience that left him shaken but determined to take bigger risks. Later that year, he moved to Los Angeles with a friend. Their motel cost $200 a month, and his car was stolen the first night. For 4 months, he drove a doorless Jeep to auditions, often getting laughed at. He even worked as a man in a chicken costume for telegram gigs, once having food thrown at him by drunk party guests. He landed small roles, including a film with Glenn Close, but most of his scenes were cut. He appeared in The X-Files and later in Cold Blood, where studying real murder cases gave him insomnia. By 1997, he'd failed more than 300 auditions. One casting director told him he was forgettable. But instead of quitting, he returned to improv comedy, where he rediscovered his joy. His big break came in 1998 with Two Guys, a Girl and a Pizza Place. The show was meant to be short-term but became a hit. Reynolds played Michael Bergbergen, a charming troublemaker audiences loved. The series ran for 4 seasons, and by the end, Reynolds had become a household name. Then came Van Wilder, 2002, which turned him into a comedy star. The movie cost $5 million to make and earned $50 million worldwide. But when his next film, Foolproof, 2003, flopped, he fell into depression and withdrew for months until therapy helped him recover. Things didn't get easier. On Blade, Trinity, 2004, tensions with Wesley Snipes made filming miserable. Snipes refused to speak to him directly, sending notes instead. Reynolds powered through, but the experience left him wary of difficult co-stars. He then starred in the Amityville Horror, 2005, and chose to live in the set's haunted house for authenticity. He later said strange things happened there and admitted some of it couldn't be explained. The film made $100 million worldwide. During Just Friends, 2005, his chemistry with co-star Amy Smart created real-life drama. His fiancée Alanis Morissette broke off their engagement shortly after. His superhero journey began badly. In X-Men Origins, Wolverine, 2009, the studio sewed Deadpool's mouth shut, angering fans. Then came Green Lantern, 2011, a $200 million disaster that left Reynolds stressed, injured, and nearly ready to sue the studio. Critics mocked the CGI suit, and he called it one of the lowest points in his career. Failures piled up with R.I.P.D., 2013, and The Change Up, 2011. But Reynolds refused to give up. In 2012, he spent $500,000 of his own money to create a proper Deadpool test reel. When it leaked online, fans went wild. Fox finally approved the film, and Deadpool, 2016, became a $783 million hit. He'd mortgaged his house and risked everything, but it paid off. Deadpool 2, 2018, was another success, making $785 million, though Reynolds was injured in a stunt accident. When Disney later bought Fox, he fought to keep the character R-rated, and won. By 2025, Deadpool and Wolverine broke records, becoming the highest-grossing R-rated movie ever. Outside acting, Reynolds became a powerhouse entrepreneur. He co-owned Aviation Gin, selling it to Diageo in 2020 for $610 million but kept a stake in the brand. In 2020, he and Rob McElhenney bought Wrexham AFC, a struggling Welsh football club, turning it into a $475 million success story. In 2019, he invested in Mint Mobile, which T-Mobile later bought for $1.35 billion in 2023, earning Reynolds up to $337 million. He also produced Free Guy, 2021, which earned over $330 million, and his agency, Maximum Effort, became one of the most creative in Hollywood. Reynolds' personal life has been full of ups and downs. He was engaged to Alanis Morissette, married Scarlett Johansson in 2008, and divorced her in 2010. During Green Lantern, he met Blake Lively, and they married in 2012. They now have 4 children, James, Inez, Betty, and Olin. Taylor Swift, their close friend, is godmother to their kids. Reynolds often jokes about the chaos of parenting and admits that therapy, meditation, and humor help him manage his lifelong anxiety. In 2025, Reynolds and Lively were briefly caught in a $400 million defamation lawsuit, which was dismissed quickly. Later that year, Reynolds revealed at TIFF that he almost quit acting after years of burnout, but support from friends like Sandra Bullock helped him heal. He also released a documentary on John Candy, his childhood idol, called I Like Me, which moved audiences to tears. Despite rumors of retirement, Reynolds isn't slowing down. He's working on a new film, Animal Friends, and expanding Wrexham's stadium for UEFA matches. He's also faced renewed criticism over past behavior on set, to which he publicly apologized, admitting that insecurity once made him harsh. From a scared boy in Vancouver to one of Hollywood's most beloved stars, Ryan Reynolds' story is one of pain, resilience, and reinvention. Behind the jokes, he's a man who learned to turn fear into strength, and never stopped fighting for laughter, love, and a life that finally feels real.